Welcome to this new video of basics, classes and objects. So now in this video today, as we were talking about methods, therefore we will talk about the second type of method, that is methods with no return type but with arguments. So as the method itself explains that it is going to accept some of the arguments, but it is going to return nothing. It means, number one point, no return type means void. The name of the method, I will be taking the same name as I will be just try to show you guys how the same method will be executed in different formats. Okay, so this was the original method which we were executing earlier. Now, because it is no return type, so I have mentioned void over here. But now this time it is accepting some of the arguments. It means the caller method will be sending some of the variables or some of the values from here. How? I will show you. So over here in this method, the caller method will be providing some of the values. So how the caller method is going to provide some of the values? Let's just check that out. Firstly, I will create an object of the class so that we can access this class. Elements. Okay, now ob.sum method. Now for now it simply means that the calling method is not providing any of the values or supplying any of the values to the method definition, but assume, because I have to perform sum of the two numbers, like in the earlier session we had a concept about this, that I gave a value, say for example 23, and I gave b a value, say around 7. So result will be equal to a plus b. Now these two values, if not declared or initialized over here, let me assume that a and b values will be provided by the calling method, and only after that we will be able to display the result. So how we are going to do that? The caller method will be providing two values, say 23 and 7. Now, when these two values, the caller method is being provided, it means whenever we are calling the sum method, these two values I'm sending, so that this sum method is going to add these two values, right? So how we are going to do that? So 23 I'm sending over here. So it is an integer value, right? So what I will write over here, I will write over here int a. It means 23 value will get copied into the variable a. Similarly, b, I will take it over here. Now 7 value will get copied into b, and therefore a and b values are being fetched over here. Okay, so these two variables will be called as the local variables over here, and they will be used only in the same method. Now the value of a plus b will get done, and after the operation has been completed, we are able to print the result. Now let's just execute it and check it out if we are correct. See, so any of the values we will be providing to it, it will just add those values. So every time we don't have to change the values in the method definition. So it's a generalized method. We can also use the scanner class over here, and we can just give the values from the user. We can use the scanner class to enter the values from the user, and therefore the method can execute that statement by adding up the values which has been inputted by the user, whatsoever values will be. But you have to make sure whatever values you will be providing, the same order should be here as well. For example, if I have to provide a floating point value, let us assume, okay, so I have written 8.7f. Now in which variable this 8.7 floating value is getting stored? So I will write it over here, float, say g. So this value will get stored into this variable g. Similarly, in short, this signature and this signature, it should be same. Please make it very clear. Okay, it should be same always. So this is type number second method with no return type but with